I'm out here with the pigs. I'm going to do an update video on the pig tractor, how we move it, how the pigs like it, how they handle the cold. I'm going to answer some questions. So this is our pig tractor. It is 16 by 16. So on the bottom it's 2x8s sandwiched together, and it's pig paneling around the outside. So nothing has changed there. A couple things we did do. This is our second pig tractor. The first one I made a video on, it had a steel cage on it, and we still have that one and still use it, but it just made it so heavy. And we had the water and the feeder on the corners, which was fine, but again, it made it incredibly heavy. So we decided with this one, last year we ran this one in June, July, and really we just put a tarp on the top as a shelter, which worked out fine for those months, all the way through August, September. It was nice weather, not a big deal, but Friday we had snow, Wednesday we had snow, we had wind chills in the 20s and the teens here in Iowa. So when we had these pigs, we knew it was going to be cold, so we decided let's put the pig hut in there and bedded them down. And right now they're sleeping. It is about 7:30 in the morning and they're in there just sleeping away. Not a care in the world. I wonder. They're all hamps, and so they're all black. And I wonder if you can see them a little. Good morning. Hi. All right. So anyway, originally the big pig hut, it's not going to stay in there. I mean, once we get into May and nice weather, my husband and I will lift it out. And it's not hard to lift. The big thing is it's just so awkward. And so we've moved them twice already. And the chickens, my laying hens kind of clean up after them, and so it works pretty well. We move it the first move we waited probably 6 days, and that was just too long. And that was just because we had snow, we couldn't get down here, that kind of thing. We moved this tractor last night, so they're on new grass. The one thing we did add was a gate. The pallets are the gate. Otherwise, we had to, when we loaded them out, we had to move the pig panels, which was fine, but we had to bend them back, and it got to be kind of a pain in the butt. So the pallets work out pretty well, and the pigs are used to that being the gate. And then every time we move it, we move the pig water out of the way. We just roll it out of the way, and that works out pretty well. And then we wait. We don't, if we know we're going to feed them in a day, we let them drink down their water. We let them eat out the food so that it's easy when we move it. So we have to move out. We have to move their water or move their feeder, that kind of thing. And then their pig hut, we just put it on its end and kind of shuffle it over to the new spot. We also take a pitchfork and move their bedding with it. The straw we just keep reusing if it's not terrible. If it's too terrible, we pitch it out and get new. But again, this is April. We usually don't like to put them out here this early, but when our breeder had them ready, we took them, and so here we are. We will eventually put another pig tractor probably right here on this grass, and then we have all that down there. That you can see from last year's pigs, that's where we were at. And so we'll probably go to the end of this and then go down and around. Okay, so questions. I have gotten some questions about how we move it. We take a tow strap and we just chain it around the bottom to the base. And then it's around the pig panel, it's around the bottom of the beams, and it does the same thing on that side. And then we just leave this on here the whole season. We leave the tow strap on it the whole season and then back it up with a truck or the Tahoe or whatever we have, and then we pull it a length forward. Next, I'm sorry, I'm looking off my sheet. Next question is, will they dig out of this? So I will kind of show you what they have already dug in a day. You can't really see it because of the sun. Let me move over. You can kind of see they've made their nice spot. And it's rained. It rained last night. We had a downpour yesterday morning. And so things have gotten a little bit muddy over here. And so this is what they have done. They did this spot in about 4 days, 4 to 5 days. So that's what you can expect. This is heavy enough that they're not gonna be, like, they're little, they're 50 pounders. They're not gonna lift this enough to get under it and get out. If we left them here indefinitely, sure, they could probably dig their way out. They could probably dig to China if we left them here, but we move it enough to where it's not going to be a problem for them digging their way out. Lifting it up, they're little, they're not going to lift it up. We have had, at the end of last season, when they were 250 pounds, they could lift this up, but not the big heavy one, not the steel, the one with the movable tractor with the steel cage on it. They could not lift that one up. All right, another question we got is, what do you do back behind them? Because they will tear up your grass. So we have 3 acres. This is how we can do, I guess, pasture. Technically, I'm not sure that I would call this pasture, but this is what we have to go on. So this is what they did. And look at my laying hens like to come and kind of clean up after them, which is, I love that. And they'll peck and scratch. And if we don't let them go so long, like we weren't able to move them from that first move because of the snow. And so they were on that too long. And you can see it got overdeveloped, overdug. It's a moonscape. But my laying hens do a good job of pecking and working everything up. So what we're gonna do, I will probably put grass seed back down. I could put a different forage or a different seed to go back behind it. Down in the valley, you can kind of see down there where last year's pigs were. I need to reseed it with something. I'm just kind of waiting to see what that's gonna be. I don't know yet. We will run another tractor this season, maybe if not a third. Last year we did about 16 pigs. We had 2 tractors going and we had a regular pen. Okay, our next question is, how many pigs can you have in here? How many would you put in here? We like to keep 5. At 5 pigs, then they each get 50 square feet. However, we have 6 in here. They're 50 pounds. Some of them are a little bit bigger, maybe 60, 70. Like you can see this one. They're pretty little. So I like to keep 5, but we have 6. We'll see how it goes. Drop a comment, drop a question. Let me know what you think. Tell us what you're doing. And best of luck with all of your pig endeavors.